on it. It hasn't been working in weeks. Who are we fooling here?
But still, go eat there. Dublin Pub is
Absolutely.
delicious.
Oh,
There's
man,
nothing
I'm
wrong
going
with
there.
that.
I ate there on Wednesday, actually. Had the chili.
It's actually not their webcam. Yeah. It's not their fault.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
It's our webcam. It just doesn't, It rotates sometimes.
Delicious horseshoes.
Just not today.
Top notch.
Just not today.
Get the tenderloin.
529-1450 is our phone number. You're listening to Fantasy Football 101 on Sports Radio 1450. We've got about 10 more minutes to take your phone calls, so let's get to them. 529-1450 is our number. Good morning. You're on Fantasy Football 101. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've got a question on defenses. I've got Kansas City at home playing Denver or St. Louis on the road playing Arizona.
Yikes.
St. Louis.
I'm taking St. Louis. That's my sleeper pick this week. I don't know. Did anyone see Arizona on Monday?
Yeah.
They looked
They're so bad.
awful. They looked awful.
They went through the motions.
Yeah.
They have no cohesiveness on offense or defense. Yeah, I think that's an easy choice. St. Louis, your other choice, I don't care for.
Yeah, we've already talked about that
That's
game. It's
tough.
going to be a shootout.
Yeah, it's going to be a shootout. Yeah, you play Denver, and you're asking for trouble. But St. Louis is a nice. I mean, defensively, St. Louis is a pretty solid unit.
They really are.
Love
They've
them.
got a ton of young playmakers.
Love them. Love to watch them. Laurinaitis, Long. I mean, those guys are fun to watch.
Good call, Nick.
529-1450 is our phone number. Let's take another call. Good morning. You're on Fantasy Football 101. Go ahead.
Hey, I got a question. Drew Brees or Kyle Orton?
Ooh,
Good one.
that's a good problem to have. How's your record this year?
8-4.
All right, nice,
I would have guessed.
So
yeah.
he's in the playoffs.
Drew
He's in
Brees.
the playoffs.
Drew Brees. Drew Brees is at Cincinnati. Listen. If it's just who do you like better as a quarterback, it's obviously Drew Brees. So then you take the better quarterback with a really good matchup and you plug him in.
Kansas City has something to play for, as does Denver. Cincinnati, as we talked about with Arizona, kind of going through the motions. They're not going anywhere. You wonder where their heart's at. I think Breeze could pick them apart for, 300 yards and 2 scores.
Yep.
All right, thanks, gentlemen.
Good luck
All
to
right,
you.
there you go. 529-1450, 529-1450. Let's go ahead and dive into our studs, duds, and sleepers, and we still have some time for phone calls, though. 529-1450 is that phone number. And this week we've got, Nick, wait, you already talked about your sleeper defense. Let's go ahead and hear your defenses and tight ends for Week 13.
Stud. We'll go defenses. Chicago Bears. Drew Stanton. That's really all that needs to be said.
That's all. Yeah, right.
I think Atlanta's going to spank Tampa Bay this weekend. I think they're really going to show them what they're at. So I've got Tampa Bay as my dud defense. Sleeper, like I said, the St. Louis Rams at Arizona. Stud, tight end, Jacob Tamey, Dallas. Dud, either of the Pats tight ends. And sleeper, we'll go DeSante Shenko versus Buffalo.
There you go.
Not bad, not bad. 529-1450 is our phone number. Mark, where you at this week? Who you got?
Wide receivers.
Wide receivers. I thought I had wide receivers. Interesting.
Stud wide receiver. and I ripped on him earlier, but he's going to be my stud wide receiver, Reggie Wayne. I know he's not playing like he has the last 3 or 4 years, but Dallas secondary has given up the second most fantasy points to wide receivers over the last 5 games. I think Manning is going to he's got to go to the receivers that got no running game. Dud wide receiver, Mike Wallace, struggled against his opponent earlier. Roethlisberger was wearing a boot less than 100%. I don't know if I'd be confident. Wallace went 2 catches, 24 yards the first time he played him. Sleeper, Denario Alexander, kid from St. Louis, 6'5", got good speed. He's developing a nice chemistry with Bradford, who is the most accurate quarterback I've seen in a long time. Not to mention the Arizona defensive secondary stinks.
Just for the record, Adam, I have my text inbox open, and my text from you says, Nick, defense tight ends. Me, that would be you.
That's
UBs.
Dang it.
Eric running backs. Mark wide receivers.
Well, I didn't do quarterbacks.
we can take a phone call if that gives you a little time.
Go for it. 529-1450 is our phone number. Good morning. You're on Fantasy Football 101. Go ahead.
Starkey.
Yo, what's up, Coach?
Hey, things real quick. The first one, real quick. Cutler or Castle? I'm going with Cutler, but...
That's not bad. You're good either way, I think.
Now the wide receiver thing, the same stupid thing I did last week. See, our regular season's done, so now I'm in the toilet bowl business, okay? And I lost the 8th spot by 5 points due to the fact that I played, in the big picture, the hot Des Bryant over Pierre Garcon.
And got 0 points.
And
boy.
on Thanksgiving Day, the Dallas Cowboys get 27 points, and Des Bryant comes up with a goose egg.
Unbelievable.
Yep, I had him in one of my leagues too.
So, and I
Coach.
lose the 8th playoff spot. So now I'm like, I don't really give a damn, but I gotta. but in a toilet bowl, it helps for if you win that, it's a better draft pick for next year.
Right.
I'm in the same boat. Do I play the great Des Bryant or the lame-o Pierre Garcon, who every week because of concussions and this one is hurt and Collie is hurt, he still sucks. Who do I play?
Yeah,
you want to give him a chance, but who the hell do you play?
I got to go with Dez.
I absolutely go Dez. I think because of him not getting anything on Thanksgiving, I think they're going to have to make a concerted effort to get him in the offense again. I like Des Bryant this week.
But, out of spite, I'm in the toilet bowl. I may just play nobody and leave it blank. Because both of those suckers have killed me all year long.
Oh, my.
5 points, I lose out on the last playoff spot.
Well, I don't think...
I feel your
you.
pain.
Yeah, I feel you, Coach.
Well, I'm going to see the boss man. Then we're going to go out to the center today. Hey, one other real quick. A gambling question. University of Cincinnati against Wannstedt in a pick'em.
What
are the points?
-2.
Go
for my 13 parlay today. What do we got?
Can we talk about it?
I don't know.
I'd go Wannstedt.
All right, no wide receivers in Wannstedt. I'm taking your advice. Over and out.
All right, yeah, but he's confident in his Cutler pick because he's a Bears fan.
There you go.
529-1450 is the phone number, 529-1450. You got to have Coach on the show more, I think. All right, I'm trying to figure out my studs, duds, and sleepers still at quarterback
I can give
position.
mine while
Go
you're
ahead and
thinking.
give your running backs there, Eric.
All right. I had running backs. My stud running back.
You did?
Yeah. How about this,
just making
Nick?
sure.
Steven Jackson
Bingo, baby!
at Arizona. He's going to have a huge game. I love Steven Jackson this week. My dud, Darren McFadden at San Diego. McFadden's been hot this year. Well, he was early. Last week he had 3 yards rushing. 3 yards rushing from your number one running back.
Huge.
Not good. San Diego's rush D is really second to none, so I tried to find a better option for McFadden. Actually, I did in one of my leagues. And my sleeper, I like Brandon Jacobs this week at home against Washington. He should go pretty well nuts, even if Ahmad Bradshaw takes some carries. Also keep an eye on Toby Gerhardt. I made a note of that. He actually wouldn't be a bad guy, even if AP goes. If you really need some depth, need somebody to plug in, he's going to get some touches no matter what this week.
What did he have last week, too? 91 and a touch or something like that?
Yeah. Terrific week with kind of part-time touches. So, also, Jamal Charles is going to have a huge week against Denver. I just throw that out.
Yeah, he's been big all year.
Oh, yeah.
Can I just say that 3 of 4 of us have already picked the St. Louis Ram as either our stud or sleeper? I just want to say
I'll tell you what, that team is a cover.
Yeah, and Arizona is so bad.
Yeah.
What, should I put Bradford as my stud at quarterback?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well then I'll put Bradford in there along with the Manning boys. I put Eli and Peyton to have big weeks this week. Sam Bradford's been huge all year. My sleeper is going to be Joe Flacco this week. I know he's playing the Steelers D, but we talked about last week their pass D isn't that great, and I think Flacco's going to have a decent week this week. And my dud, same game, Big Ben. I think Ray Lewis is going to break his leg in the first play, so that's going to be bad news for Big Ben and the Steelers. And, that's one of those rivalry games, too, where it's hard to not play the guys in that game, but at the same time, you just don't know if it's going to be a knockdown, drag-out 13-10 game or knockdown, drag-out 35-31 game. It's tough with the rivalry games.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I kind of like Flacco this week, too, though. It seems like just because everybody's so down on him, like everybody looks at the first game Baltimore and Pittsburgh played, and Flacco really had less than stellar numbers, so everybody's kind of pointing at that, like, well, maybe get Flacco on your bench because he hasn't had much success against Pittsburgh in the past. Baltimore's cruising right now, and they're looking really, really tough. I don't think they're going to come and just stumble this game against Pittsburgh. I like Flacco to have a decent week, too.
Games in Baltimore.